Strategically positioned between Tunisia and Sicily, Malta has been fought over by occupying forces since the Middle Ages. Most recently during the Second World War, when it was subjected to heavy enemy bombardment. Today, Malta is a mixture of the old and new, its capital Valletta being a vibrant and colourful city. We start our visit with a short trip across the Grand Harbour from Valletta to Vittoriosa. This area was the location of Malta's extensive dockyard and was the target of persistent bombing during the Second World War. It's hard to imagine now what it must have been like in those troubled times, the former dockyard having long since given way to this extensive yacht marina. In the 16th century, Vittoriosa, or Il Borgo as it was originally known, was home to the Knights of the Order of St. John, who were fleeing from the domination of the expanding Ottoman Empire. These knights established a flourishing community here, protected by Fort St. Angelo. Compared to Valletta, with its bustling crowds, its busy shops, Vittoriosa is a lot quieter and uncommercialised. We found it a charming place to visit. Hajarim, which means literally standing stones, is a UNESCO site, a megalithic temple complex dating from the 4th millennium BC. It is amongst the most ancient religious sites on Earth and was first discovered in 1839. 500 metres from Hajarim is another temple called Imnaridra. The temples on this site are thought to be even older. Both Hajarim and Imnaridra are believed to have been used for non-human sacrifice, with libations of milk and blood presented at the altars. The permanent canopies which now protect both these ancient monuments were constructed in 2009.
The walled city of Medina is surrounded by a deep moat. This was dug out in the 9th century by Arabs. Today, the moat is a recreation area with tennis courts, children's play area, and orange trees grow there.
For many years, Medina was known as the Silent City because its narrow streets were too narrow for vehicle traffic. Today, its residents are allowed to drive within the city walls, but Medina still manages to maintain a peaceful tranquility. This imposing building, the Palazzo Vallina, was built in the French style, but now houses Medina's Natural History Museum.
Here in St. Paul's Square, we can see the twin belfried cathedral. Legend has it that St. Paul converted the governor of Malta here to Christianity in AD 60.
The present cathedral is the work of Lorenzo Gaffa and was built in 1697. Gaffa's masterpiece is the magnificent Baroque dome. Seen from a distance, It dominates the surrounding countryside for miles. The view from the city wall at Bastion Square is breathtaking, looking out across the Valletta Plains to the domed roof of Moster Church, and on a clear day, Mount Etna. And so, with a stroll along Medina's city walls, we come to the end of this all too brief look at some of Malta's historical places of interest. We found it a fascinating place to visit.